Hi students, I'd like to welcome you to this wonderful class NFS 131. Um, in this particular video I will focus on how to navigate through the courses and how each of the weekly coursework, how each one of them have been organized here. Now, before I want to get started, with the navigation process, just wanted to tell you a little bit, about myself. I am Dr. Ronita Ghatak, and I have been teaching this course for many years. Last year, we actually started the online course. It was a success. Students liked it because you can work at your own pace. That is the big advantage to this course. But I am always here to help you out, guys. I know we are not meeting face to face. If there are any questions throughout the course, if there is any clarification that is needed, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to reply to your emails, and if there is a need, I can also consider having some video sessions. That can always be doable in this particular coursework. In this course, we will talk about all the basics about food science, what is food, why are we studying food science, how can you relate that to nutrition science. You will learn everything about food, starting from the raw materials, that is seeds, to all the way to the processed food products. So we will cover every aspect in a food processing unit, raw material to a finished food right in front of your table. There are a lot of fun activities in the course. Every activity is unique to a particular week. I have tried to keep it that way, to keep it interesting, interacting, and very engaging. Okay. So before we get started, this is how your page will look like when you open up the course. And every week, beginning of every week, there will be an announcement that will be posted for the course. So please read the announcement before you start your work. Another thing I'd like to point out here, this is a summer semester course and it runs for 6 weeks. So it requires lot of your engagement to complete this course. I would expect minimum of 9 to 10 hours per week. There are a lot of assignments. All these assignments, they are building up on the previous assignment, and they will help you to succeed this course. So you have to be very much connected. You have to be extremely on time with the assignment, and I'll just show you in a short while the syllabi which I created that will actually help you with the course scheduling process. So having said that, the first activity which I have created, this is what you will do. You will see in the announcement, I have also directed you to go towards the orientation folder. So in the orientation folder, you will click here, it is mentioned here, and this is where I'm going to post this particular video which I'm recording right now. So you should first listen to this welcome video. This is a link to the video, so when you click on this link, the video will open up automatically. Next, I have given an icebreaker activity. So this is a very fun, loving, interesting activity. In this activity, what I would like you to do, this is a Padlet which I have created. And this Padlet is actually made up of 4 different sections. The first section, since this is an online class, I would like to add a face, to my student with whom I'm interacting or I'm teaching. First thing, I'd like to see a picture of you. Then tell a little bit about yourself. Then why would you like to take this course? What are your objectives, for this course? What is your favorite food? That's all I need, for this information. And how are you going to do this? So you can see I have added my post, what is my occupation and what is my favorite food. All this has been, I've also added my picture here. when you are ready to add a small description, this is what you will do. You will just click on the plus sign and it will create a tile for you. In that tile, you title, write the name of your write your name, and then you give little bit of description covering all the 4 different parts. Okay. Now once you are done with this, that's the first activity which I would like you to finish this. This is due by 6/1. So once you are done with this, the next thing what I would like you to do is to try this quiz. How well do you know Blackboard? It's very, very important. You have to be very well accustomed with Blackboard, because this is an online course and Blackboard is the platform that is giving us this facility to conduct this online course. So go ahead, take this quiz. This quiz is not graded. It is just for you to practice and have some idea. And lastly, in the orientation folder, I have added some feedback from last semester students. They have given you some hint and some keywords. So please go ahead and see this feedback. I'm absolutely sure that this will help you to succeed in this particular course. Now moving on to our next section. So after you go through orientation, you can find my contact here. Always use this email address. Okay. Use this email address. First we will try to clarify via email. If I cannot clarify, then I'm going to hold office hours that will be used by using Zoom link, and we can do video call. Alright. Moving on to syllabi. The next thing what you will click on is the syllabi folder. So when you click on the syllabi folder, the syllabi is already online. It is a link. So when you click on this, it will ask for you to open this particular file here. So open the file, go through all the deadlines, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Now going back to my syllabi folder, I have created another item here that is called weekly schedule. So in this weekly schedule, it exactly tells you what is due when. So as you can see, every week I have divided into 3 different sections: part 1, part 2 and part 3. So please go through all these sections. Part 1, a little bit our introduction to the course. I'll go through that. Then part 2, we will be talking about food selection factors, and then these are all the assignments related to part 2. All the dates are also given, and in part 3 I will give lecture on food evaluation and food preparation. Here we will cover chapter 1, 3 and 4, and here also again I have given assignment. So this is how the schedule actually works out here. It is planned. If you scroll down here, it is planned week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5 and week 6, which is our final week. Week 5, it actually runs for a longer period of time compared to the other weeks, because we'll be covering a lot more chapters. But if you follow my guidelines, you should not have any problem in this course. It's a very straightforward food science course. So once you are done with the syllabi, I have also created an item on academic integrity. So please read this particular item here. And then there is a quiz on definitions and examples of academic dishonesty. So I suggest you do this again. These are all quizzes to facilitate you about the rules and the regulations. Nothing will be graded, but just to help you get familiarized with our policies. And then we have ADA policies, and then finally I did a syllabi quiz, and I definitely recommend you read the syllabi and take the quiz as many times as possible. This just help you to keep you on track, what is due, which week, what are the deadlines. Okay. And as you know, this is an online class, so all the tests will be conducted using Blackboard. So I suggest you read this particular document where it talks about Blackboard test taking tips. Read this and get familiar with the testing process, and I have also given other tips, for an online courses which you should know. And as I mentioned, minimum 9 to 10 hours, it can go up to 12 hours as well. Okay, and this is a summer course. It is a much more condensed 6 weeks course. So please pace yourself, organize yourself, create a calendar based on my syllabi. Next thing, what I will show you how I have planned here, that is called the weekly coursework. So right now only week 1 is available. Every week has a date, and this date correspond to the syllabi date. So you click on the week 1 folder. When you click on week 1 folder, it is divided into 3 sections: part 1, part 2 and part 3. Okay, so the first thing what you will do tomorrow, you will click on part 1, introduction, and here I've given a small video observation. Just observe this particular video here, just a basic introduction to food science. This video is available to Hunter College students. If you have your ID, you have to log in using your ID and then click on this video. This video actually talks about global eating, how eating preferences based on cultures. Now in this particular folder, I have also given details about the assignments, book report assignment and the food additive research assignment. So in short, book report assignment, you have to write a 2-page summary of a book. So click on this particular document here. It gives you all details about the report. And then the 3rd page, you have to pick up an issue from that book. Either you support that issue or you argue that issue. The 3rd page, that will be your research argument, and you need to use 3 peer-reviewed research articles to write the argument. So the maximum page limit for the book report is 3.5 to 4 pages, not more than that. The second assignment, that is called the food additive research assignment. So in this particular assignment here, this is a very interesting, fun assignment. All you have to do is, first you have to select food additive. Processed food had many food additives. So you select a food additive, and then you identify 10 food products that use this additive. So then you submit pictures of those 10 food products and pictures of the ingredient list in those food products. And finally, part 3, you write a summary of your findings. All the details of the assignments are available in the assignment folder. So if you go to the assignment folder, here I've given the assignment details, and I have also given the sample book report. So of last year students, one of the report, you can use that as a guideline. Similarly, for food additive research assignment also, I have given all the instructions for writing this assignment, and then here I have given 2 samples. One sample actually gives you the pictures of the product that has this particular additive, potassium benzoate, and then the next sample talks about the summary of your findings, which is an editorial which you have to prepare based on this particular assignment. Okay, then again you go back to your weekly coursework. I hope you are clear with the assignment. Click on week 1. So we are done with part 1. Then we will go to part 2. Part 2 has all the lectures and the assignments, and then once you are done with this, you go back to part 3. Okay, again part 3 also has assignments, different lectures. So please listen to my lecture recordings. It will definitely help you. I hope this is clear. This orientation video is clear. If it is not clear, please send me an email. Thank you and looking forward to meet all of you.